archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having a Talos Pencil 2 adventure, and it's been a few days. I've been a little under the weather. I'm still a little under the weather, and hopefully that won't impact this stream. I'll turn it off if it does, obviously. But I'm hearing myself talking, and looking at how grey my beard is, just how uneven the whole affair is. It's starting to be like unsymmetrical. That's why does it work like that? That's frustrating, isn't it? Anyway, welcome aboard. Let's figure out if my brain works. Oh yeah, we've returned to the city. I was going to say I don't quite remember what we were doing. We've lost one of our friends has disappeared. Departed to the megastructure. That we shall. This might be a good test for a short episode. Then I can eat some food. We'll dream again properly later when I have more energy. But it doesn't seem so bad so far. We'll see.
Could you join us for a quick debrief?
Never.
Attending today are advisors from engineering, the archive scholars, and Helga.
Yes, don't mind me. I'm just an admirer of governmental transparency.
Yes, well. While the mayor is briefed by Alcatraz, he's asked us to review recent events. Byron's loss has unsettled us all. It may be too dangerous to allow this expedition to continue.
May not be safe, but we can't leave Byron behind.
I agree. We cannot be guided by fear. We must do what's right.
Let's not forget the dam's falling apart. We can't depend on hydro forever. With just a fraction of the power that island can generate, we could grow this city into a planetary society.
Or, quite possibly, destroy ourselves in the process.
Oh, so do we have like new people to talk to then with different ideas? I don't know, like, why does it have to be complete opposites?
Wise words from one so young.
We have more important matters
that
to discuss.
Holds secrets far more valuable than mere energy generation.
What could be more important?
The Somnodrome, of course. If we could find a working model, it would herald a sea change in our moral and self-understanding. The question of how we should build New Jerusalem would simply be moot.
Oh, why?
The Somnodrome was supposed to let us interact with our own subconscious code. It's a cool idea, but it wouldn't necessarily solve all our problems.
My own studies prove that we operate on an intrinsic moral logic. It's what makes us human. But our access to it is only indirect. Our ancestors created art, philosophy, and parable to help bridge that gap. The Somnodrome would help us to cut out the middleman and ask the source directly. We would finally have an answer to the great moral questions.
So, it's a newfangled way to make the same old mistake of judging who's good and who's bad.
We're fortunate 1K preserved the Somnodrome for our study. Initial data suggests it was a prototype with substantial design flaws. But there may be a working device elsewhere on the island.
Then the question is, what would 1K do if they found it?
I would keep an open mind.
No! This is much too important to decide on a whim.
But it's so much more fun when we're kept in suspense. You all sound so sure of what's best for this city. Do you ever think you might be so busy changing the world for the better, you'll forget how to see that it's perfect already?
So clearly there are different perspectives in the room. The only way we are going to move forward is if the team gets back out there. 1K, I believe Alcatraz is waiting for you at the VTOL. We'll be keeping an eye on your stream from here.
Hi, Herman.
What can I do for you, 1K?
We have to rescue Byron.
I agree. We can't just leave one of our most important citizens in that death trap.
Or any. What do you think of the technologies we've discovered?
They all sound very promising, of course. Apparently, it's possible to just magic things into existence now. But what is the cost, 1K?
1K?
There's always a cost.
I have to go.
It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
What did the mayor say?
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
So I can solve more puzzles! Ooh.
Great trials lie ahead of you, my child. But your choices will determine the future.
Melville? Are you receiving?
Yep. Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
How's the situation?
Whatever Byron did seems to have sent the whole system into some kind of lockdown. I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect 1K still could.
Why would that be the case?
When 1K connected to the data stream, the system assigned him a user profile. The rest of them
Lasers.
are locked out, which means I'll need your help, 1K, because a lot of stuff doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Check it out and see what you can fix.
It's all
But please
1K.
remember, what matters most is finding Byron.
Is he using just a hand scanner to drive the ship? Social media. City news. Expedition to the Founders Island has suffered a serious setback as all contact with Byron was lost during the foray. Pardon me. And the interior of the megastructure, Byron is assumed to be alive, but trapped within a data stream overload and unable to disconnect. Several sources of the government expressed lack of supplies at the turn of events, setting the first companion's history of rash behaviour. Hopefully this gets people thinking about the dangers of populism. One source told me it's also he's just a crier, that's just his job. It's been alarming to see people suddenly falling for this utopian foolishness. I was very happy to announce the Kahana Memorial Interactive Fiction exhibits now up to visitors. Come play the free winning works at the Kahana Memorial Pavilion. Finally, can't wait, wonderful news. Nice. They'll be available for the interface too after the exhibit. Yep, I already did that. I've the optimist. The pessimist is commonly spoken of in the Man in Revolt. He is not, firstly, because it requires some cheerfulness to continue the fucking G.K. Chesterton. TLDR, am I right? He's not dead. He might be just lost. He could still be saved. I was going to say something sarcastic, but you know what? In the spirit of optimism, I really hope so. That is too much. That is too much writing. I'm legitimately not going to read it. Where is the machine? Oh. Travel to South 1.
1K, I'm sending you a little software upgrade I put together that should allow you to detect which files will lead to a data stream overload. Unfortunately, I'm not doing this to help you avoid them. In fact, I'm going to need you to search for more. I'm sorry about that. But if we're going to unlock all the systems that aren't responding, you'll have to connect to the data stream, possibly more than once. It's the only way for me to get access.
They really do need another Melville, don't they? Ooh. New biome just dropped. Solve puzzles. Turn off the compass.
All right, 1K. In this area, there seems to be a problem with the machine that makes the tetromino bridges. That means you can solve the puzzles, but you can't activate the tower. Look for a lab that lets you connect to the data stream.
I already found it. I'll send you the coordinates.
Oh. Oh. My controller's given out. 1 second. Right, let's continue. Right, let's continue. Gotta go that way. There isn't a path that way. Oh no, I'm just dumb. Fees entry, eh? This is interesting. What am I missing? Okay, my controller's still being annoying, but the batteries are fully charged. It's probably something else. Oh. It's a different puzzle, isn't it? Climb up there. No, I'm clearly just missing something obvious at the start. Phase entry. There's a way out with that ladder as well. Oh, I can teleport. This is kind of interesting. Okay. Let's look for puzzle 2, shall we? There it is, I found it. The escape. Teleport is really interesting. It seems too powerful an object. But I'll take it. Let's go to number 3. Oh, the music. I'm a little quiet, I appreciate. The wall. Oh. You know what? I don't want that. I worry. No, I haven't broken it. One on the outside and one on the inside. Sorry, the controllers are broken. Why? No, I don't think I do. That's why. Okay. So a part of my brain had figured it out and a part of it hadn't. Like I knew that needed to be on the outside, and I was like, why? Why does it need to be on the outside? And it's like, yeah, because I needed to do the handover with that. What's your thoughts on the expedition? Keep it civil. I think the powers that Athena have unlocked are world changing, and it's our responsibility to use them to lessen suffering for all living beings. We heard your broadcast. We're being tested by Byron, and Byron failed the test. What happened to Byron was an accident. Seen Athena. Make sure because this could still be all aliens. Potential of all these new technologies. Why is everything malfunctioning on the island now? Is it because Byron still logged in? Presence his system may be destabilizing. What's Pandora? Wants to stop him. Honestly, I wonder if Pandora is somehow malfunctioning. She's supposed to protect the megastructure. She can't tell from friend from foe. The choice of Pandora as a symbol is that cannot be accidental. The message is obvious. The megastructure is Pandora's box and we should not open it. Yes. Cool, so these are places I have to go? What does it say research 2? Either way. Go to puzzle 4, shall we? There it is. Well, we know this one has to move. We need all three. So if I do anything with it like that, it will close. So how do I like open this from like a back door? The thing about this is I'm having a difficult time getting past this one laser. Like, how do I move this and get past it? Huh. Or I find a way to grab that and teleport forwards. Well, I wasn't expecting my brain to break just yet, but at least we got through 3 puzzles. But yeah, right now I just don't know. It all seems to hinge on this teleporter being accessed from a place that is like... Or maybe that was just getting that. You need to be standing on the ground to access that. Sorry, I walked earlier. Okay, no. Wrong. Right, we'll try one more puzzle. We'll listen to this actually. Then I'll do a cut.
In the early days, humankind lived in a world of unexplained wonders and terrors. The powers of the elements were understood in terms of gods and spirits. After all, how else could one explain thunderstorms and earthquakes? But as the realm of scientific knowledge expanded, the realm of the mystical began to shrink. The sacred grove, as Hegel wrote, was reduced to mere timber. But as superstition retreated, another thing was lost: meaning. In a purely mechanical universe, people yearned for the comfort provided by gods and spirits. But there was no way back.
But what about the beauty of the universe? The perfection of everything around us, couldn't they see that?
Not sure I can see that, Miranda. But I do think there was another way, a way forward instead of back. Faith not in an invisible world, but in ourselves, in each other. In the inherent value of consciousness and civilization. They never really found it, but I think that in those last months when their whole species was dying, they caught a glimpse of it. And that's how your mother was born.
Ooh. Right. Time has passed. Let's try this one more time, then we'll just move on. It is the same day. Have I had some food now? Oh, look, a connector. I feel like I could connect the world if I wanted to, or at least these. You see these three places. What can I get out of these three? We're not allowed out of this one, but we can at least grab this. What's that in there? Some sort of teleporter. Let's go in there and grab that, shall we? So all that seems to be in aid of getting the teleporter. So we very quickly reached where I got before. We have 3 items. We can't get anywhere without this being open, of course. We just need that one more item. And it's surely this. Alright. Then let's try it backwards. So it feels pretty definitive that like this cannot be used while the teleporter is up. So, and it can only be away to this point. Give me some advice.
What is it?
I'm stuck. What's going on with the megastructure systems?
Now, I suspect Byron is still logged in, and his presence has thrown everything out of whack. Entire subsystems are locked down, and everything that depends on those subsystems is disrupted.
Have you heard anything from Byron at all?
There was a short burst of noise on the frequency we used to communicate, but that could have been anything.
What can you tell me about Cornelius?
He taught me a lot when I was young. Nowadays, people just know him as the museum curator, but back then, he was closely involved with every engineering project, and he was brilliant. When he encountered a problem, he'd always remain calm and keep working at it until he found a solution. I wish I could be that patient.
Why didn't Athena and Cornelius just both vanish together?
If I had to guess, I'd say so that Cornelius could still go back for anything they needed. He was always leaving on expeditions anyway, looking for materials for his projects.
Thanks, Melville. Can you help me with this? No? Okay, fair enough. Come on, it's like there's something going on here. What? Why was there like the effort to like weirdly trap one piece in here? Like, what was the issue with that? Like, that's such an easily grabbed piece. How do I reset this puzzle? I'll do that. That'll do it. Like, let's pretend I don't know how to solve puzzles, right? There's that there as an option. And you go, wow, I can't go here. Oh, look, it's closed. So, like, my only other option is to do this. Yeah? Or to kind of, you can teleport in here. And you go, oh, there's one in here as well. Oh, no, I could do about that. But, like, why does this brick exist in this weird corner? Secret puzzle, I just have to jump over the wall. Just climb over. Use your upper body strength. You've probably got really good upper body strength. You're a robot. And you know, you go, ah, okay, I can bring this inside, and now I can do this. It's pretty easy to do that. Put it in the right place. Now I can walk out with the teleporter. What do I need the teleporter for? So it's used for something. That's still a bit weird. But why does the teleporter exist? What is it used for? Because as far as I know, there's no way of using the teleporter again. Like, none of this requires a teleporter. And I know it also serves as a weight, but it's a teleporter for a reason. Huh. I'm still none the wiser, I'm afraid. Well, I'm just gonna go to puzzle. Fuck. Have I been? Oh, no! I thought I thought I had that up the entire time. I've done that before. I would have just stopped the stream at that point. Let's go to 5 then. It's pretty cool. Hello, birds. Oh no. Triangle puzzle. Minimalism. Let us jam this. Ooh. This has verticality to it. Oh, my controller turned off. It really doesn't like these two batteries. It likes the other two, but the other two are charging. on. Should be called maximalism. How do I get out? Trap myself in the puzzle. I don't know if that was a good idea. I really wish this game had an undo button. I fucking hate having to redo the entire puzzle because I made a mistake like this. Got emotional there for a brief second. No, my controller